Hello guys, welcome to ASP Hero. Today we are going to make stock management software in .NET platform with C# language. Let's start. Now I am in Visual Studio and my project name is Stock Management System. For this, let's move on to Solution Explorer. Here you can see a splash screen form. I hope you guys are familiar with C# language and you can make all little things in Visual Studio like creating forms and writing some basic codes. Now, if you are still a new person to C# language in Visual Studio, and I'll let you know how you can make a new form in your project. Here you have to right click on your project name and move on to add and then Windows form. Okay, in this way you can make a new form. Like I have Splashscreen there, Splashscreen 1. Okay, I'll give Splashscreen 1 and click on add. In this way you can make a splash screen. Okay, for now I don't need it, so I will remove it. Okay, here I have a splash screen. You might have noticed uh, in your new form there will be some buttons like close, maximize and minimize. To remove those buttons in this splash screen, just you have to go to your property in form border style. Here you can see form border style is none. If you give form border style sizable, then you will see minimize, maximize and close button. Now I will change it to none so that these buttons will disappear. Now we have done tasks for those buttons. Now let's move on to this picture. Here I have kept a picture whose name is stock management, and to bring this picture you have to change in background image. Okay, from background image you can bring any picture, you can import from here. Okay, you can import images from this project resource file or local resource. Okay, click on OK after adding. Okay, and here another label is here, and I have given name just label 1 default name, and I have changed the text to stock management. Okay, stock management system. Now similarly I have another label which has name label 2, and I have given text version 2.0. Okay, now after this I have a progress bar in this splash screen. We are here in splashscreen.cs. Okay, here is a progress bar. Okay, how we can bring progress bar? I will just reset my layout. Here you can see in toolbox you can see a progress bar here. This progress bar is used. Okay, this progress bar is used. Okay, in this way you can make another progress bar also. Okay, I will remove it. For this progress bar we will work here. Okay, its name is progress bar 1, and in event of progress bar there are nothing here. We'll do all tasks from our timer. Okay, you have to bring one timer from toolbox. In toolbox you can search for timer. You have to bring this timer here. Okay, in this way you can bring another timer. Okay, I am removing it. In timer we can set the code for a splash screen. Now change the in property of timer. At first go to property of timer 1, and in timer change the enabled property from false to true. Okay, similarly interval to 50. Okay, 50 means this is 50 milliseconds. Okay, 1000 milliseconds makes 1 second, so that in 1 second it any task can be done. Here I have given 50, it means in each 50 milliseconds we will do any tasks here. Okay, in 50 milliseconds our tasks will be repeated. Now after this, let's move on to the events of timer. Here you can see little thunder icon. This is event. Okay, now in event, at first there will be nothing, just you have to double click here. Okay, in tick property, here you have to click double click, you have to double click. Okay, just double click there and you will see a function with name timer1 underscore tick. Okay, in timer1 underscore tick you have to write this code. Okay, here I have written if progress bar 1 dot value is less than 100. That means here we have a progress bar in Splashscreen. uh, for now its value is 0, means progress bar is not increasing, it is at 0. If it will go to its full, its value will be 100. Okay, now if its value is less than 100, we'll increase its value by 1. This plus plus means increasing by 1 every time. Okay, every time means in each 50 milliseconds. Okay, if progress bar value is equals to 100 or greater than 100, then this else statement will be executed. In this else statement will disable our timer, that is timer will stop to run, and similarly will show our login page. For now we haven't made login page. Just write this code and comment it, and after when you will make a login form, then you can uncomment it. Okay, now for now you can comment it like this. Just type, just hit Control K C. Okay, it will comment it. Okay, now let's create our login page. Okay, now for login, go to Solution Explorer and create another form, add Windows form and login, and hit add. Okay, I have already made, so I will click cancel. After that you will get a login page. Okay, in login page just you have to make a username, that is a label. I have given label username is its name. Similarly another label, that is password. For password I have given LVL password, and for role I have given LVL role. Similarly you can make text box. For text box I have given name TV username. For another text box I have given name TV password, and you can see here I have given some default value, so that I will not type in each time when I log in for this debugging process, for this developing process. Okay, and in another, here is combo box. For combo box I have given CB role. For combo box you can search combo box. Yes, this combo box is used here. Okay, this combo box is used. Now to make a password property, this text box is a password. To display this password is asterisk, you have to change something here in this text box properties. In text box property, just you have to go to password char property. In this password char property, we have to give either asterisk or hash. If I give hash and hit enter, you can see this asterisk is changed into hash. Now you can change this password char property. Okay, now I'll make it asterisk again. And then after making those things, uh, here in combo box I have a items collection. In items collection I have given admin and user. Okay, and then we'll make two buttons. First button is login and another is cancel. Okay, login and its name is btn login. Similarly another cancel button and its name is btn cancel. Okay, at first again see the names. For label, lbl username, lbl password, lbl role. Similarly tb username, tb password, and for combo box cb role. Okay, and btn login and btn cancel. Okay, now when we made this, again come back to our Splashscreen code. Okay, Splashscreen and timer. Just click on timer or double click here in tick behavior. Okay, I am clicking here. Now time inside timer 1 underscore tick, just uncomment this. Okay, control K U. Okay, now we have login form, so we can create instance of login form. Here login is an object of this class, login class. Okay, now after making object, just show the login form. Okay, and you have to hide the Splashscreen. Okay, this means current context, that is Splashscreen. Okay, this means myself. Okay, myself. Okay, for example, I ate rice. Yes, you don't say, if your name is Salman, then yourself you will not say Salman ate rice. Okay, if you are Salman, you will say I ate rice. Yes, similarly here we will say this dot hide instead of Splashscreen dot hide. Okay, if you are calling for another form, then you can say login dot show or login dot hide. Okay, in that way we have to understand. Okay, now run the app, clicking on start. In this way a login form will be shown. Okay, this much for this part of Splashscreen and login showing, and in another part we'll work on our login part. Okay, I hope you guys understand the Splashscreen work here. Okay, for Splashscreen we have just I'll just recall what I have done here. At first you have to make a Splashscreen form. Okay, in a Splashscreen you just hide the close buttons with form border style, just make it to none. Okay, and then bring a picture from background image, and two levels are there: stock management system return and version 2.0 return. Similarly, one progress bar is here. Okay, to increase the value of progress bar, we have used a timer. You have to bring timer from toolbox. Okay, here you can search timer and bring timer. Okay, in this way, and inside timer, double click on timer one, and inside that you have to write this code. If progress bar 1 value is less than 100, then increase the progress bar value with 1 every time, that is every 50 milliseconds. Yes, and if progress bar value is equals to 100 or greater than 100, then we have to disable the timer by this code. Timer1 dot enable equals to false means timer will be disabled, and then we will show the login form and hide this splash screen. Okay, and one more thing, in splash screen, in property of timer1, you have to make it enable equals to true and interval 50. Interval you can change it according to your wish. Okay, you can if you give more, then it will take more time. If you give less, then it will be fast. Okay guys, this was for today, and we'll be back into next tutorial with login section. Thank you guys. If you like my video, then don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.